you're now opening up to new parameters in your life, opening up to new tributaries in your life, opening up to the grandness and greatness of life where that is concerned, as you're now looking at life, dear ones. You're looking at life, dear ones. What is life to you, dear ones? How are you living your life? How you are living your life in fulfillment, dear ones? What are you grateful for in your life right now? What is in your life right now? Are you looking at your life, dear ones, as a full set of beings in your life right now where that is concerned? Your relationships are fulfilling yourself where that is concerned. As we said to you in your month of October, dear ones, as you are now moving into your month of November in the year of 2023, moving towards the end of your year of 2023 where that is concerned, looking at your relationships and looking where there's a balance of giving and receiving in relationships. You see, dear ones, when you're looking at relationships in your life, dear ones, it is about the balance of giving and receiving. If there is a balance of giving and receiving in relationships in your life, dear ones, then you are having fulfilling relationships in your life. In your life, dear ones. The question we have for you, how are you living your life, dear ones? Are you living life, dear ones? Or you're just moving through each day by day, trotting through life, enduring life, suffering through life. It is now about, dear one, moving into an all-encompassing aspect of this new life where that is concerned. And as we've said to you in your last few months, dear ones, moving through that transition from your month of August into September, and moving into the new life of the beingness of you, and opening up to the grandness and greatness of self where that is concerned. Shining the effervescent white light within the depth and breadth of your soul space onto the world. Being who you are. Being who you are, dear ones. As you're now moving to the end of your year of 2023 where that is concerned, are you now being who you are? Are you now allowing yourself to be who you are? And in the beingness of self, as you move through each moment in your life, each interaction with another wonderful and most glorious soul outside of yourself, allowing yourself to be who you are, and knowing that you are loved for who you are where that is concerned. How are you expressing yourselves, dear ones? Are you expressing yourself with love to one another where that is concerned? Or are you opening up your heart space, dear ones? Opening up as wide as you can and inviting others to join you in your life. It is not so much, dear ones, about doing in your life. And we have said that to you many, many times before. Moving from doing to being. Where are you still doing in your life? Where you're finding the need to constantly do, to quite possibly distract yourself from life, from being who you are. Thinking that the more you do, the more you prove to others how worthy you are of their love. What am I doing for you? This is what I am doing for you. This is what I am doing in the world. Can you see that I am worthwhile because I am doing all of these things? See, dear ones, it's about now moving through your life, being who you are, and doing with purpose. So as you move into your month of November, dear ones, ask yourself, what am I doing in my life that has a greater purpose based upon who I am being? What am I doing in my life that has a greater purpose based upon who I am being? Are you opening your heart space, dear ones, to others and allowing others to penetrate that mask, to penetrate that armor? Is your mask breaking up, dear ones? Or are you still walking about the earth, the earthly plane, with your mask in place? See where that mask is breaking apart, dear ones. Your month of November is also about seeing how transparent and authentic you are being in your life. Or are you still covering up with your mask or with the veil that which you shame and judge about yourself? Where are you still shaming parts of yourself, dear ones? Or are you still judging yourself in life? What are you shaming, dear ones? As you move into your month of November, dear one, it's a month of being fully transparent with who you are, in your authenticity of the beingness of you. For if you are being who you are, dear ones, you are being authentic. And as you are being who you are, in the full beingness of that, in all the parameters of the beingness of who you are, then you are transparent with life. This is who I am. These are my wounds. These are my gifts. These are my talents, gifts, and abilities. This is my trauma. This is all of me. For as we said to you, dear ones, you are a multi-dimensional individual. You are a multi-dimensional, individuated soul inhabiting the earthly plane as you move through this aspect of your soul plan. You are multi-dimensional, dear ones. You have your talents, gifts, and abilities, and you use those to express them to the world. You have your trauma. You have your wounds. You have your greatness. You have your wonderfulness. And you still have your wounds and your trauma. Are you fully transparent with all of that to the world, dear ones? This is who I am. These are parts of me. My wounding is a part of me. My defense of that wounding is a part of me. The trauma that surfaces from time to time based upon past conditioning from mom and dad, perhaps in past lives, is still present within me. But I have garnered tools to allow myself to move through that. But I am no longer shaming or judging it. That is a challenge for many, dear ones. Are you still challenged, dear ones, where your trauma and your wounding is concerned? Are you still challenged about celebrating the wonderfulness of self? You see, it all goes hand in hand, dear ones. These are simply aspects of yourself. You are a multiversatile, individuated soul inhabiting the human form in this life that you have chosen to incarnate on your earthly plane. So you are now living life, dear ones. Are now opening your heart space to life, dear ones. Or do you run and hide in shame and judgment of yourself and those aspects of yourself that you cannot accept within yourself? Your month of November is a month of acceptance, dear ones. Can you accept everything about yourself? Your trauma, your wounding, your defense, your greatness, your wonderfulness, your talents, gifts, and abilities. And also accept you have been working on a wonderful aspect of your life called your personal process. Look at from where you have come when you began this personal process to where you are now. You have opened your heart space, dear ones. Open it more fully, dear ones, in full transparency and authenticity. Look to see where you still shame and judge those aspects of yourself that were shamed and judged when you were 5, 6, 10, and 15 years old, that left an imprint within you. Our teachings and many teachings have come to you, dear ones, to give you tools to move through all of that and heal it. How much have you healed, dear ones, of that wounding, of the defense and the trauma? But are you still shaming that judgment of self? Can you open up, dear ones, and open up to the grandness and the gloriness of self and begin to accept all aspects of you? And as you accept all aspects of you, dear ones, you will begin to accept all aspects of others.